Everybody remain seated where you are.
Hey man, will you put me on? Yeah. Then why isn't alcohol made illegal? Flowers and grass, like juice freak shit, hangers and cirrhosis in the liver. Besides, grass doesn't have it for me like alcohol. Right, man?
There's nothing wrong with grass. Yeah. 1,000 times you'll never go to harder drugs.
Don't take any films of me. You're not going to use them anyway.
Well, speak your mind then.
Okay, I will. No one has the right to tell me what I can do with my own body, what I can eat, drink, or smoke. This is a free country, and no one has the right to take away my constitutional rights. Careful that the American people have accepted a law that makes smoking a harmless weed illegal. It's legal all over the world. There's no question about it. Marijuana should be made legal. Now! Now! Make marijuana legal! Make marijuana legal! Make marijuana legal!
Adults anyway. What's so bad? I'm feeling good. Make marijuana legal!
Lot of freaks.
Marijuana. 100 million Americans have tried it, and yet it remains one of the most controversial drugs.
The battle over medical marijuana has a surprising new focus. Kids.
What's going on inside that big house in your neighborhood? Law enforcement officials say it's becoming something of a trend here. Upscale suburban homes being used as indoor marijuana farms.
Canada's booming cannabis industry is now estimated to be worth more than $7 billion. And all of it, of course, is illegal.
What are your thoughts on the current administration's drug policy as it currently sits right now?
Well, at my age, I really don't want to see any drugs legalized. Any, and that includes marijuana.
Or marijuana, where there is a clear indication of efficacy or pain relief for patients suffering from central pain, I think it's a very good idea. And I'd be in favor of it.
Well, I don't think that drugs should be legalized if that's what you're really asking.
In any regard? Any regard.
Because I believe we have to legalize all drugs. And the reason why I do is wise men have told us, if you don't learn from the past, the future is doomed. The past showed us that prohibition didn't work.
Hey, Lindsay? I wish you didn't smoke weed. You're not the same when you smoke. And I miss my friend.
The Odyssey. Homer explores the depths of human tragedy.
Yo.
Second.
Huh? Hey, man.
Here, through the eyes of Odysseus, he's being challenged by Cyclops.
I feel like everyone you know is smoking pot.
I'll take that, mister.
What's going on here? Sarah? Sarah?
She won't answer you. Or she can't.
Why not?
This is the way it's been since she started smoking pot. She's all lazy and boring and... You know, we used to have so much fun together.
And now?
This is what we do.
Yeah, what are your views on medicinal marijuana?
I think if you need it for medicinal purposes, fine. Get your doctor to write you a prescription and take it.
I would say for medicinal purposes only, as long as it can be properly regulated such that it's only used for medicinal purposes.
I would use the alcoholic laws as your blueprint for drug laws.
What do you do, sir?
What do I do? Yeah. I'm a business executive.
I'm retired.
I'm a medical technician.
I was a criminal attorney in Connecticut.
I'm the Reverend J. Goldstein. I work for New York Normal. New York Normal is the New York chapter of the National Organization for the Reform of Marijuana Laws. We're just trying to get the truth out. It's simple. We have one story and we're sticking to it. That is, marijuana is good for adults. If you're interested in doing it recreationally, or if you have a medicinal reason for it, a doctor has prescribed it, we support you on that. I think what's important now is for people to stand up and to say that they smoke marijuana.
When's the first time you tried
Summer
that?
camp.
How old were you?
I was 15 the first time I smoked marijuana. The first time that I got stoned, that I remember really being stoned and enjoying it, I really remember walking downstairs in the dark and just enjoying it almost as if all of a sudden this was an adventure. As if there's a little bit of adventure in everything you do now because you're stoned, and things seem to connect more easily on a mental level.
Why is the U.S. in particular, you know, out of all the countries in the world, why is the U.S., I would say the U.S. holds one of the harshest views on it?
Well, we don't all. I think that a certain small amount of people hold that power. And it's because they have a financial interest in marijuana being illegal. So they don't want our neighbors to show that it's not a problem for it to be legal.
Do you think this war will ever be won? Do you think
we're winning it?
Do you think the end is in sight in the next 10 years, 15 years? What do you think? Do you think we're gonna be looking at?
Well, I think we've pretty much won. We have to get people who smoke marijuana to not be ashamed, say I am normal, I smoke marijuana, stand up for it, and if everybody does, again, what are you going to do? Are you going to just imprison everybody? Are you going to imprison all the attorneys, all the doctors, all of the people who work in government that smoke marijuana, all the people who drive trucks that smoke marijuana? And if they all just came out at once and admitted it together, there's power in numbers.
So, is there a chance of us getting will something on the guitar?
I guess so. Sure.
That would be amazing. That would be.
Yeah. Just as long as you included the fact that you actually asked me.
Yes, I will. I will. Unless you have a really.
Well, this is gonna be your intro, maybe.
Yeah, if you have
like you just
a cool like, do you have a cool pop song or like anything?
So, where would you like me to sign?
Just a signature.
And what am I signing?
And a date.
Just
You want a source of revenue? Don't get it from marijuana or any other drug. I mean, this is stupid. Why don't we start dealing drugs? I mean,
so you can get a job.
In any event. Perfect. Thank you. Can we just get your signature? Sure. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, man. It's one of the best.
Have they ever?
They certainly both use marijuana, and my youngest son, who is 40, I think he would like to see it legalized. I mean, I don't think he uses it now because he has a baby.
Don't check my bags if you please, Mr. Customs Man. Mr. Customs Man.
Okay. That was amazing.
We have several different chapters. We have a New York City chapter, and we have some upstate chapters. So please come to the New York Normal website. You can find us by Googling us, and then get involved. Anything you can do can help, but most importantly, if you can, obviously if you're going to lose your job or your kids or something, don't do it. But everyone else, be proud of the fact that you smoke marijuana. Go out there and say, I am normal. I smoke marijuana.
Well, let me get to the point. Let's roll another joint and turn the radio loud. I'm too alone. You don't know